Oh, 100%. What is?
Two other sequels to it. So, yeah.
How are we looking, DM? What's going
Yeah.
on?
I actually think I might have resolved the issue.
Yeah.
We shall see.
Yep. Because it just got caught up to the point where you asked how are we looking, DM. All right. So it does sound like we are working. So let's
Hey.
roll with it. Man,
Short session today, people.
is it always trippy when you're hearing yourself in echo in a delay?
Yes.
I live for it.
All right, cool. So now that I hear everybody's voices, we'll cross whatever other bridge we have to after. Let's continue on.
Burn that bridge
Play-
when we get to it.
Exactly. Players, chaos, killed a giant thing, almost died multiple times, and that's where we're gonna roll after they had managed to snag themselves a hostage, and they have an opportunity to truly have a chance to question. So let's see what the players make of it. Players. Or rather, characters. What would you like to do?
Levin's going to check the condition of the remaining assailant and confirm whether or not they're unconscious.
We didn't hit
All
this
right.
guy, I don't believe.
No,
He's only wrapped up in web.
He is still awake. He is still alive and well and awake. Scared, but well, ish.
Sarah pulls out her dagger and starts walking towards him.
Levin's going to hold up a hand as a gesture to stop.
She will pause, look at him, it's like, what are we doing? Why?
Who here can keep
Interrogation?
it? Who here can keep an eye on him while we have a discussion separately?
Yeah, I can do that.
It's true, no one's
Fine.
gonna outrun Zarya if he tries to get away.
Yeah, that's what I could just punch him in the back of the head so hard.
I'm also maintaining the spell, so I'll keep an eye on him as well.
I could just put them in air jail if you want.
One moment. And Levin's going to go to his pack and pull out a set of manacles. Here.
That works.
Afraid we'll bind him up.
Tie him to a tree. Keep an eye on him.
It'll do.
Just fucking manacle him around a tree like his arm around it and then manacle his hands.
I'm going to
Yeah,
stress this. Until we decide what's going on, do not hurt him. And Levin's going to say this loud enough for that guy to hear.
You're going
Right.
to notice that.
I got
Oh,
it.
sorry. You're going to notice that
Sorry,
he
go ahead.
is looking terrified. He is. If you when you go to manacle him, he's not going to resist. I mean, he is caught in a web.
Gearfried will manacle him and then begin to pull him towards. Well, this tree's all kind of wired up, but the web's gonna go away. So Gearfried will just manacle him to this tree, or like put the manacles around the tree, so it's just kind of like he's basically his arms are around the trunk of the tree, and the
Yeah,
manacles
we hug him.
tied together. Yeah.
I'll keep watch.
Thank you, Zarya. All right. Cyrus, Gerfried, if you would come over here, please.
Sure.
Right.
Curious to see
So-
where this is going.
Well, I have to basically get our heads on straight about things. I'm certain that, well, all of us are, at this point, irritated, upset, angry. Would this be a wrong assumption?
I'm
No,
fine.
that's pretty accurate.
I'm not
Okay.
angry at all. This has been a good day.
Moving forward, is our goal here with this person interrogation or stress relief?
I don't see why we can't do a little of both.
I was just going to kill him because, you know, we
If we're going
Wait.
to interrogate him, we need him unharmed. We need him calm. And we
Right.
can't just kill him when we're done.
I mean, I beg to differ, but okay. I just see what.
Shouldn't kill him when
Ah.
we're done.
Right.
Let's see where trying to communicate with him gets us, and if it gets us nowhere, then we go back to stress relief.
A word of caution to the both of you. No matter what happens during this interrogation, do not escalate. Do not threaten. Do not harm. Do you understand?
Perhaps I just stand back and watch.
Look, if the two of you had decided on stress relief as the main goal, we would be having a different conversation. But if we want information, I need you to not hurt him
I'm not going to hurt him. You
or threaten or cajole.
Like- these are very. This is becoming a very narrow window that you're opening for me.
This isn't like it is in the theater plays. We are not going to be doing good cop, bad cop. We are not going to be threatening him with bodily harm. We are not going to be torturing him for amusement. We are not going to be putting him in perilous situations.
I don't really do torture for amusement, so that's fine.
That's not how I saw it.
Mm,
Earfried is looking at his gauntlets right now and like cycling through his currently active his spell slots, and he's just gonna go, well, wouldn't even be responsible to go about the torture method. I don't have enough charges to actually heal him from what we do.
That's cute.
Yes, I understand.
Look.
Be quiet, observe, and
okay. How about you kick us off, and I'll try to follow your lead. How's that, Levin?
Fine. Gearfried,
Mm.
do me a favor. Start boiling a pot of water, and I guess heat some stones.
right. Gifford's going to start going over and making a fire, or where we had a fire earlier, I guess, and just start heating up some water.
And
I'm
with
going to make
that,
it quick. I'm going to use heat metal to make it quicker.
Seems a little extreme, but okay.
Oh, we're about to get a long rest.
Fair.
We...
All right, and Levin's going to approach this individual.
I feel like saying we're about to have a long rest is the D&D equivalent to saying it's quiet in a retail setting. You've cursed us.
All right. But Levin's going to walk up. Zarya, it's okay. You can stand back.
Is Arya will just kind of follow your lead.
Okay. Sir, apologies for your current situation. I need to ensure the safety of the group that I'm traveling with. As such, before we can start having a proper conversation, I'm Levin. And you are?
None of your business.
Sir, my goal here is to eventually part ways with you unharmed and with us continuing on our journey. However, we've been attacked, and I have some questions that I would like to try to have answered. Now, if there's anything that I could do to make your current situation somewhat more comfortable, I'm amenable to requests. Such as it is, I can offer you food, I can offer you water, and I can offer you somewhere to sit. Are any of these something that you would like right now?
Give me a persuasion check.
I love Levin's persuasion checks.
So with that 15, you are going to notice he does kind of relax his body a bit. Yeah, I saw what you did with my boss, though. He was honest.
Your boss was passive-aggressively threatening us and making promises that we couldn't prove he could follow through with.
And unfortunately, we could not agree to his terms. We very much have other reasons to go south than the one he's afraid we would be pursuing. So that was unfortunately a non-starter.
And so I'm supposed to trust you that you're not going to take that same measure with me?
Are you going to try and stop us from going south?
I'm going to tell you the same thing he did. Don't go south. You're going to regret it.
You'll have to excuse my companion. My goal here is to find out why we've been attacked, and if there's going to be any further problems should we continue on our travels. What I'm offering to you is to simply let you go and continue on with your business, to live your life, because I'm operating under the assumption that now that you are currently detained by us, you're effectively being written off. And I see no need to cause you harm in any capacity, because you have other people to worry about.
You are going to notice that he begins to look somewhat pensive at your words.
So, those are your options. I'm going to let you go at the end of this conversation, regardless of what happens. If you choose to attack us, we will defend ourselves. But if you choose to leave, you can make the time of what you will. I'm sure you have friends, family, or at the very least people you associate with that you would like to get back to rather than having to deal with any of this nonsense. So, would you care for some water or something to eat?
You're going to notice that there is a pause in his response. It takes about 3 to 5 seconds before he looks at you. Water sounds good. We were out in those woods for a while.
Now, I'm going to remove your manacles. You're going to be remaining tied to the tree, but your hands will be free. I will hand you a water skin. Is this okay?
Yeah. He immediately
Okay.
responds.
Then, with your permission, and Levin will undo the manacles.
He will remain there.
Pull a water skin off his side and pass it to him.
He is going to take it and drink.
Before
As if-
he drinks from it, Levin's going to take a couple of steps back. He's going to give him
Okay.
space to do what he wants.
As you do, you're going to notice that he is almost downing it because out of thirst.
Well, if what you're saying is true, you've been traveling for some time in pursuit of us, or at least in search of us. How long?
You're going to hear as he's continuing to drink. Before he finishes, he's going to go, well, we just got the alert today. Well, excuse me, not today. 2 days ago.
And who sent you the information to... Well, who told you to come search for us?
There's going to be another 3 to 4 second pause before he responds. Eustace. He's the one who always transcribes the messages.
And by my reckoning, Eustace was the individual dispatched over there.
Indeed.
Gearfried is searching Eustace, by the way.
Alrighty, go ahead and give me a investigation check.
Now, I'm looking over this person. Still hasn't given me a name, but is he bearing any, like, wounds or, like, marks of travel that need to be addressed?
Not anything outside of small scrapes and bruises and things like that.
Levin's gonna look him over. You look like you could use a bit of a wipe down for your hands and face. Would you mind if I provided something?
Nah, I'm good.
All right.
It helps blend in with nature to a degree.
Understood. Levin's going to take a couple of steps forward and put his hand out as though to ask for the water skin.
He is going to hand it back.
Attach it to his side. He'll take those steps back again. So, was this group the entirety of the who you were traveling with to pursue us?
Nah, Eustace was very charismatic. There's several tribes around, or cohorts that are around in these woods. So, no, we're not the only ones that we're looking at for you. We're just the first ones that found you.
Any idea of an estimate of how many people? I'm assuming they wouldn't be sending an entire city at us.
There's going to be a pause before he responds. I don't know. I have no idea about the estimate.
Is he communicating with someone before he gives an answer?
Wouldn't you like to know?
I would. Is there a way that I can determine that he is communicating with someone before he answers?
I would
He's taking
say
a lot of sauces.
go ahead and give me an insight check.
I will happily make that insight check.
While you're making that, Gearfried, one of the things that you would find 3 golden feathers, you would find 50 gold pieces, and you would notice that he does have a brand of the Cult of the Emerald Claw, but you also see a similar tattoo marking that is very similar in style to the tattoo that began to form on Mayleave last you saw it.
Okay.
You know that it's not a dragon mark tattoo, but you do recognize the style of that said marking.
Okay.
All right.
Uh,
So
and
yeah,
what when you say recognize the style, does that just mean I recognize that it is an emerald claw tattoo?
well, you would see an Emerald Claw brand, and then you would see a tattoo that looks like that resembles the style of the Mark of Death, like similar iconography.
All right. And the 3 feathers that I took, are these do these ping as magical at all at a glance?
At a glance, not necessarily, unless you want to actually use the spell slot to use Detect Magic. Otherwise, they do feel as if they are actual gold.
Okay. Well, I would, but I am pretty tapped, so I can't.
The
Also, it's
odder
not
thing
fair.
about
And
the feathers, though, is despite the fact that they do appear to be solid gold, they are also light, like a feather.
Gerford's going to pocket though. He's going to put those in the bag of holding. Extra dimensional space shouldn't be able to scry on those. So put those in the bag of holding. Nothing else on this guy. No magical implements. No weapons.
Nope, unfortunately not. I mean, outside of his mace.
Okay. What's the mace situation looking like?
It's big.
How big?
Sized for a
Probably
large
about-
creature.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
What is it made of? Is it made of steel?
It is made of
And
steel.
how heavy? How heavy is it? How many pounds of steel am I adding to my collection?
I'm gonna say it would max out your
Scrapyarding.
carrying capacity easily, at least with half of it.
Oh, is that big? Is it?
It is. It's dense and listen, it's smashed, you guys. So it is a nice amount of weight to it.
Oh, Gearfried looked annoyed and angry when the interrogation started, but seeing this huge chunk of metal, Gearfried is now grinning like a child. He is very excited. And he is going to slowly and just kind of painstakingly drag this mace next to the Carpe Fatum and just leave it there, because I'm going to be fabricating this later.
What is your strength?
Oh, it's bad. Dude, it's real bad. I have -1 to strength.
Yeah, Ceres isn't gonna help with this at the moment. She's got other things on her mind.
Yep.
12.
So as you're struggling with that, because it's not that you can't do it. It's just it's taking you a while. Ceres, you're going to notice that every time he pauses, his eyes or his head almost look off slightly to the side. It's not nothing. It's not something that is very noticeable. But it's almost as if when he answers, his head goes back to face Levin, who's talking to him. So there is that. So even though you can't tell if, in fact, he's talking, you notice that there is that slight hesitation. So either he's dazing off and having a daydream in this moment, or he's
I just
communicating.
felt like he's. Yeah, I will say in Thieves' Cant to Levin, he's like, I think someone's feeding him answers.
Well, technically speaking, the telepathy is still up, so you wouldn't even need to do that much.
Oh yeah, okay, then I say that, yeah. There you go.
And the response you're going to get back is, obviously. So. And Levin is turning towards this individual again. So. Our intentions are to travel over towards, and he's gonna hook back towards Gifford. The lake, right?
Yeah, Lake Caius.
By your estimation, how many people are already over there?
When Lake Caius is mentioned, you do see a noticeable flinch, almost, as if he reacted instinctively to the name. How many are there? I don't know. I'm here. Why would I know how many are there?
DM,
Yeah.
can I cast Dispel Magic on him to remove any, like, magical telepathic bond spell he might, or effect that he might have ongoing with him?
Let me double check the wording. Because I'm not sure if that would work. So
Depending on whether or not it's a spell or a magical effect, yeah, there may be a roll
Yeah.
involved.
Yeah, that's why I'm asking if.
Yeah, I just want to review the spell itself because ultimately I need to know if the distinction is if the individual casted it or someone else.
I mean, it may simplify things, because if he's being affected by it, it would have to most likely be an ongoing thing unless it was
Alright.
like an instantaneous duration.
So I'm going to say because it is a magical effect within range, you could certainly try. But the other part of that is also that just it's not a lasting duration, so the person that's feeding them the answers can just reestablish the link. In theory.
Yeah, but they'd be
So-
burning resources to do so.
Exactly, but so would you. So it's one of those catch-22s.
Yeah.
Sure.
So ultimately, yes, it would dispel the effect and cut the communication. Similarly to what would have happened with your communications with Ramos.
Mm-hmm.
But as said, it would, because it's not a lasting effect, it would still be able to be reestablished.
But not immediately.
I mean, within about a minute or so, because it doesn't. It's an instantaneous effect. They'd have as soon as they realize the effect was cut off. They would just then be able to reestablish it.
Is this very psychic bond? Never mind. I don't care.
No, telepathic bond requires within a certain distance. Like, they'd have to be within our ability to perceive them, basically.
That's what I was thinking. But anyhow, yeah, I will burn a spell slot to cut this guy's access to information off. I kind of want to see how he answers without someone telling him what to say.
All right. You're going to notice as soon as you cast the spell, he freezes, as if he was mid-communication.
Oh, I'm sorry. You seem distressed. We were still talking though. Feel free to keep answering our questions.
Oh, no. Honestly, my lady was wondering how long it would take you all to realize this. And you're going to see his smile from being very complacent begins to turn more wicked. As if
He was doing
this
the
type of
magical communication thing.
as if this
No,
was
it's just
almost
being a
a
dick.
calculated expectation.
Sorry.
Well, we did.
So, I'm still being polite, and I still expect a polite conversation. You've yet to tell me your name.
I can't tell you what I don't have.
Fine. Do you have a preference on how to be called? Because saying you seems a little derogatory, and I'd rather avoid that.
Well, I guess for the time being, you can call me Cyrus.
Understood. Thank you, Cyrus. Now, do you know if we are actively being scryed upon?
Are you being scryed upon? No.
Do you know if we are actively being scryed upon?
You.
Our group, any members of our group.
Ceres?
Or being surveilled.
He knows why I repeated that question.
Just
You
Let him
are
answer.
not being scryed.
Am I being scryed or is the goblin being scryed on?
Okay, my follow-up question. Then whom here is being scryed upon?
Maybe somebody who doesn't mind being scryed.
That would leave the corpses of your companions, you,
But of course, it couldn't be me, remember? I was written off, wasn't I? And again,
I
he's
said
going
I
to
was-
be wearing that smirk on his face.
Sir, I told you that I would be asking these questions under the assumption that that was the case. Whether or not you actually are is not something I care about.
He is just going to sit there.
Now, before we continue on, Gearfried, is the pot ready?
Been ready. Gearfried's going to walk over to it, grab him, hand him the pot, and some stones.
Fine. Now, I'm going to start with some very basic questions, and I'm sure you're going to bluster or tell us whatever platitudes that you've been brought around to. Who is your lady?
I am unworthy to speak her name.
Were you
It's
to
a
speak her
typo.
name? Were you to speak her name, would you be punished now?
It is not out of fear of punishment I don't speak the name. It is because of reverie and worship.
Levin's going to go over to the pot, grab a rag from his pack, dip the rag, let it shake it a bit to cool it off. He's going to start wiping his hands. He's going to go back to the position. All right. My apologies. All of you interrupted routines that we would prefer to be doing right now, and I'm a little dirty, so sorry. What route did you take to come here?
We maneuvered through the woods.
From
We
which
were
direction?
originally heading to Lake Caius, though, so unfortunately you've derailed our arrival time.
And by your estimate, when were you supposed to show up?
Show up here or show up there?
When were you supposed to show up over at Lake Caius?
In 5 days. About 5 days.
What were you supposed to be doing once you arrived at Lake Caius?
Me? I would be camping at the lake. It's such a wonderful thing to do.
All right. Since you'll be camping at the lake, one would assume that you would be spending 1 or more days in that area. What would you be doing?
He's going to pause for a couple of seconds before he
Ceres?
turns to respond.
At the ready.
What? Sorry.
I will be gearing up for a wonderful celebration that will bring about a rebirth to the world.
So cult ship.
All right. Does anyone else have any questions that they would like to ask this individual before we let him go? He's no longer being helpful, and I'd rather not waste time taking care of him.
Wait, we're actually letting them go?
That was the agreement.
I mean, yeah, but I thought we were just, lying.
Wow.
What?
Nothing. It's fine.
If he makes an attempt to attack us, we defend ourselves. If not, we let him leave.
I guess he's already told whoever he's working for, we know who, everything. So, yeah, it makes sense, I guess.
I'm in no mood to be holding on to prisoners.
I thought we were just going to kill him, but yeah.
No, we picked up on that.
Right. But no further questions from the rest of the group?
I can't think of anything we haven't already covered, and honestly, his information seems suspect.
Well, that's the general assumption when you're doing any interrogation. It's a matter of what we can verify. Gearfried.
I do have a question. And Gearfried will walk up to this guy. And he's just going to lean forward. And he's going to say, is Caius under your mistress's control, or is it the other way around?
You are going to, oddly enough, hear him begin to laugh. My lady under the control of Caius. I've never heard something so funny. He serves Our Lady. In fact, he is a patron, or she is his patron.
He was one of the foremost military intelligences in all of Karnath's history, and he's under the thumb of someone else.
You must understand something. You are playing a game that's been going on for thousands of years.
Insight check.
Go ahead.
Insight is +6. It's okay. 17.
He believes what he's saying.
Okay. Gearfried's going to lean back, look at Levin, and just shrug and say, "That's all I needed to know."
All right. Now, Cyrus, before I release you, is there anything else that you wish to speak about? Or would you like to go on your way?
I'd like to go on my way.
I'm going to approach and I'm going to untie your ropes. My expectation is that you will not attack us and that you will leave. Do you understand? Levin's gonna go around to the back of the tree, undo the rope. At your leisure. Because I'd like to wash my clothing.
As you undo the rope, he is going to kind of move away from the tree, brush himself off, And he's going to begin to head to the road.
Oh, final question before you leave. This is more of a courtesy. What of your companions? Is anyone going to bury them?
No, something will be around by tonight, to take care of it.
And that's acceptable?
Welcome to Karnath.
Understood. Apologies for... well, today, I guess.
Now, let me, due to your honesty in keeping your word, let me give you a little bit of information. The one you traveled with, the one we stole, now has a choice to make. Either fulfill her purpose, or allow others to be sacrificed and take her place. What do you think she'll choose? I wonder. And he's going to turn and walk away.
Well, and Levin will turn to the group, gathering up the rope from around the tree. Well, that was both more and less fruitful than I was expecting. Annoying.
It was a conversation.
Well, I was asking those questions under the assumption that he had somebody in his ear.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe the next group they send will actually start an honest conversation rather than passive-aggressively trying to threaten us.
Fair enough.
Also, this is Karnath. They follow the rules of war.
Oh. Are we at war?
Karnath follows them regardless.
Oh. Good to know.
I thought Gearfried would have told you this by now.
He did not.
I swear I mentioned it on the ride over.
Yep.
You just don't
I
listen to
remember.
me.
I mean, when you say important things, I listen.
I went down the entire rundown of my entire knowledge of the history of Karnath. I haven't told you about my entire schooling experience.
Right. Like I said, when you say something important, I will listen.
Levin's gonna just go right back to the pot, grab one of the stones with the wet rag, put it right in to reheat that water so he can start freaking washing up.
I'm going to bed, and I'm going to wake up in the morning.
The-
And Gilbert's gonna look to the base and be like, I have plans for that.
Okay, we're expecting more guests if we stay. Just
Levin's
pointing that out.
Levin's gonna look and see the freaking ditch that you dug, dragging that thing over. Okay.
Ceres will go over and just like, can we just like pick up the mace like, in one hand, put it on her shoulder? Can we just put this in the trunk and go? Maybe camp somewhere else for an hour away or something.
I just need to get a full night's rest, and we can leave. That's all I need.
Yes. The talkative companion, though, that we just departed said, people are on the way tonight to resolve the body problem.
Saris,
Yeah.
I got 6 hours of sleep. I just need 2 more.
I can drive. You sleep, I drive.
The mace is too heavy to drag, and I need it.
I will.
Ceres has it on her shoulder. It's not that heavy. We can toss it in the trunk or something.
Wait, DM, you said it was like crazy heavy.
Yeah,
Or
it's
what-
very
did I-
heavy.
What kind of strength?
Now
have
I'm
you?
curious as to what Gearfried's drag capacity is.
What's
what-
Ceres'
what-
strength?
19.
So I'm going to say you're not able to
How is
sling
it
it over
better
your
than me?
shoulder, but you are able to lift the hilt a bit more, or rather, more easily than Gearfried is.
With both hands, I can get it off the ground, right?
Yes, but it is a slight struggle. Like it is like your hands are shaking because the other part is it's also very large.
Mm-hmm.
So if this thing was like 16 to 18 feet tall, give or take, like
Well, how big was the dude?
let me see, large.
He's a large creature, so at least 10 feet.
I think he was
Yeah.
described as like between 10 and 12 feet. Like
Yeah.
Zarya
Yeah.
had to look up.
So this
Yeah.
mace
Yeah.
is probably about half of his body, or at least a third of his
So,
body.
like,
So it's as tall as you are.
It's relatively large. So lifting it itself is a pain in the ass.
I
Can
don't
we
know, I
put
feel
it
like-
For you.
in the car?
Will we be able to drive with it?
Well, you put a roof on the car, so you can't get it into the car. You'd actually have to attach it to the back and tow it.
I mean, it's a
We could-
mace, not a
We
door.
could,
It-
yeah, we could strap it, and honestly, even if it was, somebody's height, most of that weight's going to be in the head, not the shaft. Even
Yeah.
if it is solid metal.
you were such
Yeah.
a child.
So ultimately, yes, you can, but
I'm
you also
sorry. You were going to tell me none of you were going to laugh at that statement.
I
I mean,
didn't- and for you-
that's on you for having a filthy mind.
Yeah, that's what they're called.
Oh, go for yourself.
Yeah, so can we put it on the car? Will that work?
What happened? Can you repeat that?
Can we put it on the cruiser? Will that work?
Yes. But
Okay,
you also
we'll do
might
that.
you might scratch the paint job.
I will mend it later.
Couldn't you just wrap it in
Fair
cloth
enough.
or something?
I did just make a giant tarp, so I will wrap it in the giant tarp I just made.
Perfect. All right.
I mean,
you
I
are-
feel like it can't be that unwieldy. It's
Yeah, it's got to be usable as a weapon.
All right, let's.
To him,
For a
to
giant fucking guy.
To him, yeah.
yeah.
To him, it's perfect.
I don't know. Yeah, but what was his strength? I feel like my strength might have been higher.
20. Above 20.
23.
Strip.
Okay, cool. Never mind.
All right.
So yeah, he had, this, dude,
Clam,
this,
double
dude,
quick, didn't ya?
this dude was strong.
I mean, he's got the shoulders for it. I guess I can see that.
Exactly. You know. But
Check out my
ultimately,
traps,
just-
bro.
it would take some degree of time, and you
Love
would
this.
be
I'm
hearing
giving
the
the credit. Great
you'd be
abs.
hearing the of like the magic or the element that keeps it suspended above the air as this extra weight is added on top.
Like, wait, I have to ask. Okay, the dude's like 12 feet tall. This is maybe 4 to 5 feet tall, made of steel. How much does it actually weigh?
I mean,
Unless you've got a
if you want it,
scale, we're just gonna keep on going. I'm not giving a weight for it unless you got a scale on you.
Yeah, let's just take off. We need to leave.
I don't know. I think we're overplaying how heavy this thing actually is. That's all.
That's okay.
Um,
It's thematic. That's all.
Okay. Okay.
And he's getting a lot of
Alright,
steel out of it, so it works.
I mean, long maces can be up to 60 pounds, so
It's 60 pounds. We'll go with that.
My teeth.
Well, if that's just a regular long mace, you could like multiply that.
Okay.
keep it simple.
Anyway.
Just double it.
Let's keep on going.
Yes.
All right. So Zarya said she'll drive. Gearfried will sleep in the back.
Yeah. Which, like, I don't know how much I've slept. I'm bad about tracking that. I forgot that we need to track that.
You had rested about two rounds, I believe.
Okay. So I can sleep when we get to camp. It's fine. We're good. It's okay.
Plus,
We're
I
just-
believe, like Ceres was saying, I think she had only wanted to go just about an hour.
Yeah. I want to make some distance away from the bodies. And I know Carpe Diem probably can't necessarily. Carpe Fatum. Probably is difficult to track because it doesn't touch the ground.
Yes.
So
Yes, it
Ooh,
is.
but we are dragging a mace behind us.
Nope.
it's not behind
We're
us.
dragging it, or is it in the car?
It is on top
strapped
of
to
the
the
car,
top of the
I
car.
believe. Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
It would be a bad idea to drag it. We would probably just rip the back of the vehicle off.
Well, that
yeah,
and you just
maybe
created
we should
farmland.
maybe we should go just a bit off direction, so it's not like a straight line, so we don't accidentally
An
run
hour in
into
any
them.
direction is
Maybe.
fine. It's, like, Sarah doesn't
Yeah,
care what direction.
yeah. I'm mostly just worried about if they're coming from the way we're going, we might run into them. I don't know. Should we can be concerned about that? I don't know. I don't know.
I mean, Zarya's driving, and I don't think anyone's giving a lot of input into it, so.
I don't
And
want to get us
ultimate-
lost.
Just that way.
Yeah. Yep. I'll go. Drive them. Do I need to roll for driving? I forget.
I mean, you're
I mean,
proficient in land vehicles unless we're doing something dangerous.
Yep. No, you're not
Yeah.
gonna have to roll a check on this because you also have headlights, so it's not like you have to worry about driving in the dark.
Okay.
And so
Just double checking.
ultimately, you would be able to travel the hour uneventfully. You'd be able to. So, yeah, you would be able to find a spot where you'd be able to pull off to the side. Let me just clear off and go back to the world map so that people don't think I'm trying to throw combat at you. And you are able to successfully set up camp off to the side once more. Are you going to attempt to disguise yourselves in any way, or are you just going to try to pull in as? So, are you going towards
have
the
the car.
woods to set up camp, or further away from the woods? Is ultimately what I'm asking.
Well, we effectively want to try to disappear, correct?
Yep.
Yep.
Unseen is the best scene.
Not
So-
many options than going into the wood.
All right. Into the woods.
All right, you'd be able to bring Carpe
Or
Fadum
just start
in-
singing.
You'd be able to bring Carpe Fadum as far in as you can before it becomes too thick with trees. And you are able to re-establish camp.
Rest.
Rest. I need to finish my reverie.
Rest.
Jumping.
Who's taking watch?
Now, unless there's anything else you guys would like to do before we jump ahead to the next day and have your long rest, we're going to just do that. Unless, as said, there's anything you wanted to do.
Nope.
All right. With that, everybody mark yourselves off with a long rest.
Dun-da-da-da.
In the morning, Gearfried is immediately going to wake up and burn his spell slot to convert that mace. And I am now going to shape it into... I'm taking all that metal, all the components from that mace, all that metal and all the metal that I've gathered from earlier, and I'm going to shape with probably a bit of extra, because a full set of plate armor is only like 60 or 80 pounds. I'm going to create a set of full plate armor for myself with extra steel left over in case anyone has any steel items they want made.
Alrighty. Yep, that would be able to consume about half of the amount of metal. Is anybody else looking for any steel products?
No, I'm good.
Oh,
Alrighty. So now that you have what you need, are you going to continue to carry the mace with you?
No, I guess not. That's really all that was necessary for my little experiment here. So, yeah, armor acquired.
Alrighty. So, it is now the start of the next... Yep.
Flavorfully, I guess the armor. It would look a little bit different from the prior armor I was wearing. This time it has less of a dwarven motif, and it's more of that sort of brass, steampunk-looking sort of vibe that Cogfried has on him too. Also, the emblem on Gearfried's shoulders are now both the same emblem. He has dropped his master's crest from his motif now that he is a journeyman, so he doesn't need it anymore. He's not an apprentice. So, yeah, Gearfried's armor is now decked out to look a little bit more unique and personalized to his own tastes.
Very nice. Very nice. At the start of the next day. Yep.
Is there a way to somehow vandalize this armor without Gearfried immediately noticing?
I would say with your stealth, you could definitely do like the equivalent of like a kick me sign eventually over time. But ultimately, what do you want to do? How do you want to do this specifically? So that I can't tell you if I don't know.
Let me look at my abilities. Basically, that would take time. Never mind. I might have to think about this a little more. I think Ceres's long-term goal is just to like I think she just wants to like write Ceres was here on the armor on his back or something.
I mean, that's pretty much simple enough to the degree of if you really wanted to, you could walk into the woods, use invisibility, and then do it unseen. I'm sure you have a marker or something like that. So ultimately, no, it's not unfeasible, and it's actually pretty simple for Ceres, I think.
Yeah, just on his back, so it can't be seen, and just gonna, wait, someone else find it eventually. Like, she knows it won't go unnoticed forever, but, just place it there and let him go about his day.
All right. Now, are you writing it on it, or are you putting, like, a note on it? Like,
I want to write it on the armor. I don't want, like, a note flapping. I just want a message written on the armor. Something like, yes, maybe not Ceres was here. Maybe, plate armor is dumb. It's just something stupid and childish.
alrighty. Go ahead and give me a stealth check, and Gearfried, go ahead and give me a perception check. Now, Ceres, if you are doing it with invisibility, you would have advantage.
Yay!
I don't notice at all.
Yeah.
I can't roll that low.
That was a nice humble brag there.
I mean, it's mathematically not possible.
No, I know. Your modifiers are just too good for these skills. But
I mean, I assume before the day is out, like before we even get to lunch, someone's gonna notice it and see it. But
yes, but the question is, are they going to tell them?
I figure 11 will.
No,
Right?
Okay.
he has no reason to.
I was going to say, I could see Levin just getting a slight chuckle and just then going on to his business like it's no concern.
It's harmless and it doesn't change the mission.
Yep. So yeah,
But with that,
I've done my vandalism.
oh god, you had to christen the armor. I love it.
Should see what she carved on the Fatum.
It's
Oh.
true.
Is there anything else anybody else would like to do? So we got some vandalism, we got some manufacturing.
Do a little bit of trolling.
Yep, got some trolling.
At this junction, it's Levitt's just eyes forward. For the most part, he's mission oriented at this point. I mean, not that it's ever been shut off, but
All right.
he is going to cast a glance over the group to just evaluate, see how they're doing.
That's a great question. How is everybody doing right now? With that nice little bits of information from that individual. So what choice do you think Mei Li is going to make? But
Well, I would argue that depends on whether or not she follows Ceres's orders. Like, is she still getting paid?
Oh yeah, she's got back pay coming.
oh god.
Does she know that?
It was in the contract, I'm sure.
I mean, she's been furloughed by the freaking Carnathi government, so
Contract? I don't remember was there a contract? I don't remember that.
there was an agreement between her and Ceres.
There was a verbal
Yeah,
agreement.
it's an unwritten contract, but it's a contract.
I mean, it translates to her getting an allowance, but
Basically. Not that she was a big spender. But with that, if there's nothing else that you guys specifically want to do in the morning, you can begin to continue making your journey forward. The day itself is going to be relatively uneventful. No attacks or any sort, so we're just going to kind of jump ahead towards the evening, unless there's anything that characters want to discuss on the journey for the full travel time.
Not really.
All right.
nothing's coming to mind.
I'm good.
All right. Sounds good then.
Oh, Ceres, I need to take back the returning weapon. I feel like we're going to need it for something different. I am going to. Who would like a radiant weapon? Who has any use for that? Anybody?
It's like,
You-
well, actually, wait. Can you enchant a magic weapon with it, or does it?
I cannot
Required.
enchant anything that's already magic.
Okay, never mind. Cyrus can't use it.
All right. Well, we might need Cogfried, so I'm going to need the returning weapon back. So Gearfried's going to pop that
I
out
see
and
how
put
it
back.
is. I see how it is. It's fine. I understand.
But you see, I also feel
Nope,
that. What you see, when I was putting the mace up last night, I couldn't help but notice a little bit of graffiti that was placed upon the Carpe Fatum.
Yes, I don't understand how this is conditioned.
Gearfried's just going to shake his head and hop back in the driver's seat. I suppose we're going to keep moving forward.
This sounds agreeable.
If the information that Cyrus gave us was accurate in any regard, he's to be expected in 5 days. Sorry, 4. And I'm assuming our current method of transportation is faster.
It is, yeah.
So, what are we going to do when we get there?
I imagine scout around, get a feel for the area and what we're up against, and then get in, get Ramos, get out.
The insinuations from the conversation that we had were along the lines of Mei Li also being a possible presence.
I suppose that is a factor.
So, what are we going to do about Mei Li?
I will leave that decision up to you. And she gestures to the group as a whole.
Ah,
Zarya, give me a wisdom saving throw, please.
What? Me?
Zarya, give me a wisdom
Sorry,
saving
you've
throw,
doomed
please.
us all!
What did I do?
You're being scryed.
Doomed us!
You didn't do anything.
Oh, fuck. Okay.
you've doomed us both.
Okay. 16.
Yeah, that's fine.
With the 16 you meet.
Okay. Do I know I was just right on?
No, that's just us outside, above table.
Yep.
Oh, I hate that.
Hmm.
Continue. I didn't do anything.
Wait, what did they have of me that they could scry on?
There are a multitude of things that you can use to change the DC for whatever
Yeah,
happens.
you don't need an item to do it. It just makes it easier.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Alternatively, people have had things taken from them in our group.
Mhm.
Yeah, I just don't think they ever took. No, I guess they did take something. Did they take something from mine? I can't remember.
Only from Gearfried and Fennec.
Fennec. Yep.
But
They took one of Gearfried's old tool belts and Fennec's fidget toy.
we're also notorious.
And to be honest,
and they know
you've
our
been-
general location.
You've been hunted by this person already, or this individual. Like, you've interfered with their plans. So, like,
They've taken
you
it.
are,
Yeah,
you are known to them.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I just forgot the rules of scrying, so I wasn't sure.
No worries. Because honestly, the only person that really stands a chance at that, at not being scryed on, is Ceres, because she changes her identity so frequently.
Hmm. Also, I have a high wisdom save.
Well, I do
I have a +4. I rolled a 12.
Yeah.
But I'm very wise. She's not the smartest. But she's very
At this point, I'm assuming Levin's not getting scryed on because they think he might get offended and do something about it.
Oh.
Well, he's kind of the resident brain cell holder of the group, so I think they assume that's not going to work.
That's not true.
Is it?
There, Ceres is the brains of the operation. Levin is the muscle.
I mean, Ceres is a schemer. Gearfried's an inventor. Fennec's, well read, technically. Zarya's world weary.
And Levin
Yeah,
is
her
not.
thing is that her trauma gets in the way of the brain.
just to give all of you a clue on where Levin thinks your brains are at.
Mhm.
Okay, yeah, fair. Anyway, continue.
Like, he thinks you're
Maybe heart
foolish. He
attack
doesn't think
over.
he thinks you're foolish. He doesn't think you're stupid.
Oh, well,
Yeah,
that's
that's right.
appreciated.
Fundamentally different things. He thinks we
What
all
was
have low
that?
wisdom scores.
Well, no, I have a +4 on wisdom. I have just a
That's the
negative.
thing.
Those are
I think-
those are abstracts. Don't worry about it.
So,
Yeah.
with that, it's going to be a relatively uneventful night. So if we want to do any roleplay moments, we can take watches. Otherwise, we are going to just skip ahead to the next day to continue the traveling. So I leave that up to you all.
I say we move on to the next day. I don't have any, unless anyone
I
else
don't
has
have any
roleplay they want to do.
ideas. Do I have more
Gearfried.
dreams?
I do have one question, Gearfried.
Yeah.
How much of that steel were you able to repurpose?
Most of it. Gearfried's gonna point to the pile. I was debating whether or not I should bring the rest of it. I can use it to make any implement we need with Fabricate, so it's really only a matter of what needs to be made.
Well, then the question I would have is if you're not otherwise spent on resources, and Eleven's going to pull a crossbow bolt from his case, would you be able to make me some of these?
Gearfried's gonna look at that and be like, I can make you quite a lot of these things, yes.
Just enough to top me up.
Alright, and
I don't have an extra case.
alright. And DM, if you'll allow it, Gearfried will have made, just because it would be another day, but if you'll allow the grace, just because it'll just be casting it the next day, Gearfried would use Fabricate to create a bunch of bolts as well,
Sounds good.
enough to top him off.
Sounds
Yep,
good.
14 bolts.
All right.
Also, and Gearfried's going to tap one of the icons on his armor, and his helmet's going to pop up. It's gonna have this like slight twinge to it that glows. He's gonna be like, I have made it so I will never drop focus on a spell ever again. That being said, who would benefit the most from being hastened? I know you tend to throw the kitchen sink at people, Levin. Would that be at all beneficial for you? Would you be able to do more with that if you could do more?
Remind me, your hastening. Once it's concluded, I would be left in a state of lethargy, correct?
That is correct.
And you would have to be maintaining concentration on things while it's up, correct?
Correct.
Which you've already dealt with.
Yes, and Gearfried's going to go into a long explanation, which above table amounts to, I already have advantage on maintaining concentration, and now I have equipped the infusion that makes it so if I fail a concentration, I can say no thank you, and maintain.
Alrighty. Oh, that would be useful, but you may want to consider also imbuing Ceres with that at some point, if possible.
That's why I was asking. I figure either of you can do quite a bit in a single moment, but
Well,
circumstances might change, so...
by my reckoning, myself, Ceres, and Zarya are fairly fast.
Correct, though it's not about necessarily speed, but how much one can do with that speed.
I'll have to get back to you on that.
Alright, well, it's just for the future. I can do it. And now, anyone feel free to be touched by Cogfried. I'll be having him fly around the battlefield some more often. This way, I'll be able to aid you all from far away with some of the stuff that requires touch.
Good to know.
Duly noted.
with that, we're going to skip ahead to the next day. You are currently 3 days away from Vandakar. Or, excuse me, Vandakar. And are you going to continue traveling a full day, or are you going to do a double day to half the time? Or where would you like to proceed? Because ultimately, from here, if you wanted to go directly to... Let's just double check the map here. Towards Lake Caius, you would still have to head southeast. There would be a river that does connect to Lake Caius, or you would be able to stop at Vedakar first to re-up supplies or see what they might have to offer.
I think
I don't know,
Vedakar.
Cities in Karnath are really a jam at this point.
Well, if there's anything particularly potent that you want to be able to do, we may need to refill on supplies.
I agree.
There's one thing I can think of that would probably be worth the risk.
There's also something I'd like to try to acquire. We're going up against a vampire, and as far as I know, DM, how much would I know about vampires? I want to know if there's a distinction Gearfried would recognize between them being weak to light and them being weak to sunlight.
Go ahead and give me a history check.
Can I argue Arcana because this is a magical in nature?
Because it's more of a mythology, or trying to know what a weakness is, I'm going to say...
Actually, history is
I'm going to
fine.
ask for a history check.
It's
Yeah.
the same. I don't know why I was trying to argue it. 26.
All right. You have heard many myths while living in Karnath, and one of those, it did involve a story of a vampire. It's one of a relatively recent story within the last 20 years, but it was a vampire that was spotted, and mid-attack, the sun began to rise and it became eviscerated, vanishing
Okay.
into ash and blowing away in the wind.
Alright. Then Gearfried's going to strengthen his resolve because it informs the idea that he was going to suggest. If we can, I'd like to see if I can acquire a spell rot tattoo. There's a specific type of ink I'm looking for.
Good luck.
We'll go to Vedakar.
Alrighty.
Scenic Vedakar.
Are you going to be driving through the night, or are you going to just continue on with the normal daytime travel?
We do have some leeway as per our schedule, so we can shop if you really need to.
True.
And by my reckoning, Vedakar is one of the larger cities.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, definitely a place to go to buy stuff. Yeah, I could definitely make a trip here work for me. Yeah, if we're headed into, are we there yet?
No, that's why I'm asking, are you trying to drive through the night to reduce the time, or are you going... Because you're still about 3 days away.
From Vedakar?
Yeah.
Or
so
Lake
you
Caius?
you were originally, I think, 5 days away. You've currently already traveled 3...
Oh.
Yeah. No, it was originally 5.5,
Oh.
and then you drove through. So yeah, you're about 2 to 3 days away. That's why I was asking, are you going to be Are you going to be driving through the night to help reduce that time?
I mean, are we in a rush? I don't think so.
Not really.
Yeah, I didn't think so. I mean, yeah, I wouldn't. It's better to be sort of like rested and aware than run the risk of being exhausted. So,
Well, that's the whole thing, because if you're just alternating drivers, but that's okay. We are going to just press forward, and unless, as said, there's anything that anybody wants to do, we are going to just kind of jump ahead to your arrival to Vedekar.
yay.
So before we do jump, is there anything that you guys would like to talk about over the next 2 days, or should we just head right to your arrival?
Think we're ready to arrive.
Yeah.
Yeah,
At least Cyrus is. Yeah.
All right. As you enter the city of Vedekar, you notice that, first, the gate itself is well garrisoned. You would see that there is patrols moving around the outer walls. You see the gate for entrance is closed. There is people standing outside who would be able to let others in.
Saris definitely changes her appearance heading in. Basically, she makes herself look like a skinny human Gearfried
Alrighty.
with a goatee.
Love it. What name are you going by on this one?
My name's Chad.
Alright, so we got a Chad here.
Well, full name Chadworth Rust Runner.
Chadworth Rust Runner, love it. As you pull up to the gate, you're going to see the guard approach. He is in full mail armor. He has a sword at his hip, and you hear the clinging as he approaches the Carpe Fatum. What brings you to Vedekar?
Howdy, good sir. We are just passing through on our way to south towards Carnell. And, just stopping by for supplies, a little rest, relaxation, partake of your fine establishments of libation, as it were.
Well, as long as you don't cause any trouble, and you understand here, mister, that we are on edge lately, so break the law.
We would
You will face
very
its
much like
harshest-
to avoid all the trouble and enjoy all the drink.
Alright, just don't enjoy yourself too much here. And you're going to see that he motions to somebody who is at the top of the gate, and you begin to hear the pulling of levers and gears turning as the gates begin to open.
Cool.
Excellent.
And then she will, in a friendly way, sort of just elbow Gearfried, like, eh?
Yeah, Gearfried's gonna drive forward. I'm not trying to make any comments or anything. I want to keep it as low profile as possible.
Nope, that's fair.
Why would you want to? You have Chadsworth with you.
Right, see? With that, as you are going through, you notice that there is a large number of living guard patrolling the streets. In fact, one of the first things you notice is the city seems to be undead free.
Hmm.
Weird.
Hmm. Hmm.
Yeah,
That's
that can't
different.
actually be. That can't actually be the case. They're just not here, or to be seen. They're not visible. That's Ceres' thinking.
So, who
Well,
needs to go where?
I'm thinking first and foremost, get a place to rest my weary head, and then wash off this trail dust, wetting my parched throat.
I don't think I'm ever going to get used to that.
What? What is it, Clevsworth? You don't. We're buddies. We're pals. We're road companions, compadres, comrades in arms.
Bristling at that comment, I'm
Are
going to assist looking for lodging.
And while you're all
Just
doing that, I'm
remember
going
me is
to
crying.
drop by the market fairly quickly. Try not to break the car.
Oh, you're leaving it
I
with
can-
us?
I can only improve it, I assure you.
Yes. Does anyone need anything? And if so, would you like to give me the money so I can grab it for you?
Actually, I trust our fellow companions to acquire us proper accommodations. I will join you on this shopping trip. I feel like I can be of some use.
Very well.
All right. I feel the need to ask this question before I set off in search of lodging. Do we want somewhere decent?
Yes, comfortable. Lots of comforts. Lots of comforts. I will toss 40 gold pieces to Levin.
Damn.
Well, we could have made other arrangements when we all got together, but fine, I accept your assistance in financing this venture.
I do appreciate you accepting the inevitable.
Levin's gonna walk the fuck off.
NDM,
Yep.
Gearfried's going to take this time to cast another Fabricate because it's a new day. He's going to cast Fabricate again, and he's going to make another set of full plate armor.
Okay.
And that should use the rest of the steel. And he's going to look at Ceres and say, "All right, let's go to the market."
I think I know where this is going, and you have my full attention. Come
I'm not proud of this, but
No, this is where you should be proud. You finally stepped down a path to a greater world of opportunity and riches.
look, when I was...
No need to feel shame. You're doing the Lord's work.
I feel very ashamed, but desperate times, desperate measures, and Gearfried is just going to keep his head down in shame as he walks to the market with his
That's where
scam.
you'll put one hand on each of your free shoulders, look them in the eye. It's like, change is.
Don't look at me!
Wow,
Jesus.
You are so touching today. I mean, you sort of almost
And I'm going to try to sell a set of plate armor very quickly. And this is a brand new set of plate armor, which
I would like to assist in the sale. Talk it up. Point out it.
base price is 1,500 gold. So I don't know how much it goes for here. but I'm gonna go to the nearest armory.
All right. As
Sarah's will like, no. I will. Can I redirect Gearfried to like a sort of like a not just any shop, but like a fine wares shop, something that sells unique items at a higher cost.
But there's nothing unique about this.
Yo, please, don't worry about that. I got this.
how are you all
We'll
dressed?
go. Gearfried is wearing his new armor. So
Okay.
just
So
that.
you basically look like a soldier. Gotcha. And Chadworth,
Uh,
how are you dressed?
I will pop another disguise self to bring myself up to the level of a high-class merchant. I still look like Chadsworth, but I am dressed in a fine waistcoat, overcoat, a stylish cravat, some nice breeches with knee socks, and some good old-fashioned buckle shoes.
And now you're doing this in the street, correct?
Now, I would duck to the side out of sight and step out dressed finely again.
Okay, gotcha. So walking out of a alleyway dressed as you are brought you some degree of looks, but that's just casual people. They just kept on walking. No, not that anybody was paying too much attention. Just
Yeah.
seeing a wealthy person in an alley. Something about that doesn't seem right. But you are able to go in.
Gearfried is going to place a hand on Chadsworth's shoulders and just say, "Try to not overplay your hand," and he's going to cast guidance.
Okay. Well, you know me. I am a soul dedicated to the bounds and limits of my own personal abilities.
I forget I have this spell every game.
Yeah, it's because I have it too.
Right. Let's swindle.
Okay, I'll show you how it's done. Step lively and try to keep up. Also,
Gearfried
look less
follows.
ashamed. You sell it badly when you look like you're ashamed of what you do. Be proud.
Gearfried's going to tap the like notch on his armor, and his full face plate is going to come up and shield his expression, so you cannot see his face at all.
I guess that'll work. Okay. Amateurs.
As you walk in, you notice that Ceres, you in particular, this is one of the more nice shops you've ever stepped foot in, which is surprising that this is in the dead of Karnath, that a city like this is, or a shop like this is here. The individual who is the proprietor of it is dressed in a three-piece suit. He is a dwarf who, if you've ever seen Dr. Stone, imagine the inventor, the artisan, when he's all dressed up. Like, he's got a braided beard. He's got as I said, a neat three-piece suit. He looks fit and healthy. He looks to be about in his 30s in appearance. And how can I help you?
Well, hello there, sir. I am a traveling merchant of various wares. I travel the lands with my trusty bodyguard here. And we happened to come across an item of unique worth. And you are the kind of shopkeeper who I think not only can appreciate it, but has the ability and the mercantile sense to be able to sell it to the right owner who will appreciate it and cherish it in their own personal collection.
You're going to see that he begins to look at the armor as you present it. And you hear him mumbling in Dwarvish.
Yep.
I should mention that this armor is made by an armorer artificer who was raised by dwarves. So, make of that how you will in your consideration for how good this looks.
What is the oh god, what was Gearfrey? What's the name of your master? I forget his name.
Galahad.
Galahad.
Galahad
This here
Greyskill.
armor. This here armor was crafted by one of
No, 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 no.
Galahad.
Gearfried's going to immediately like no, no. Gearfried's
No
going to,
way!
like, elbow the fuck out of Chadsworth.
Chadsworth, do you complete that sentence?
Yes.
No.
He is going to.
No,
Inspecting-
Gearfried's going to try. Can I roll a
Okay,
dexterity?
what am
Roll athletics check to see if I can do it faster.
He wants to roll to suplex.
Good luck, buddy. Good
You
luck.
certainly. You know what? I will allow a dexterity versus dexterity check.
You
I would
can't,
say-
you can't implicate my master in this.
She didn't let her finish the sentence. But one of Galahad's greatest students. This is what she's going to say.
Oh,
A
God.
long tradition of craftsmanship brought down. And she's like waving around his arm.
Oh no! I rolled so low.
Rip.
You know, it's like, if you look at the impeccable craftsmanship, it looks like just regular armory, but in fact, it's the lack of imperfection that shows off the quality of the craftsmanship that you look for in one of Galahad's apprentices.
As you're all giving this pitch and doing this, you're noticing that he is inspecting. At the mention of Galahad, he begins to inspect it closer. And Gearfried,
I
I'm
did
assuming
state Galahad's
Yep.
student, not Galahad himself.
that's okay. Galahad will be judged by his student.
Fair enough. As well he should.
And Gearfried, I'm assuming you do speak Dwarvish, so you would be hearing him kind of mumbling around. I don't take armor in this. The nerve of them trying to sell this. This belongs in a common pawn shop. I can't believe Galahad's student created something as chintzy as this. He's
Do
gonna
I not
knock
get
on
like
it.
a persuasion or a deception check or something here?
Well, you could certainly make the perception, but he's still insulting the armor.
Oh yeah, okay. Not perception, deception.
Or persuasion.
Yeah, okay. There we go.
You are very persuasive, and he is kind of, again, it's not that he's disbelieving you. It's just
Okay.
he's not liking the quality of
Impressed.
the armor. It is
Yeah, okay.
below his standards, is ultimately where he's going with it. No craftsmanship, no decoration. This is boring, plain. And now, Gearfried, you, unless, Ceres, you picked up Dwarvish along the way, Gearfried, you're the
No,
only one
no,
who's
I have no
understanding
clue.
what he's saying. Well, I guess I could just melt it down into scrap metal and use it for something else. It's a decent amount. And you're going to see that he begins to, like, pick up to get a feel for the weight of it. He is going to return to... Yep.
There's no, like... This is not, like, a massive masterpiece of art. It is just a very, like... not generic. It looks... I would say Gearfried probably stylized this, like, similar to the armor he's wearing. It's probably got that sort of gear, that brass gear motif that Gearfried likes, the sort of clockwork thing. But it is ultimately, at the end of the day, just a set of plate armor. It is not magical.
Yep.
She's
That's
not trying
okay.
to sell it as magical, just trying to sell it as craftsmanship.
He is being a hoity-toity asshole, and he is being very condescending.
Gearfried will say, and Gearfried will respond in Dwarvish, and he will say, You're quite critical of armor.
He's going to
Isn't
respond. He's going to simply respond by looking around. Do I look like an armorer?
No, which is why you clearly have no fucking idea what you're talking about.
Oh my god.
Oh
well,
no, son.
seriously.
I started off with armor. But it's not my fault you have no sense of style. It's boring.
Boring is it? Gifford's gonna. Is there anyone in the store right now?
There are some people in the store. It's not heavily. There's about 2 people in here.
2 people in here.
Yep.
As soon as
Well.
Gearfried starts talking, Chadsworth is going to slowly start to step away.
Gifford's going to just look at all 2 people in here and say, "Well, your style is so in vogue that only 2 people appear to even give a shit about this nonsense in here. I'm going to take this to someone who can actually recognize quality." Gifford's going to walk away with the armor.
And as you're walking away, you're going to hear an audible. I guess the smell is leaving.
Gearfried is going. Wait, the smell?
Yes.
Is it saying we smell bad?
Ultimately, he's basically insinuating you smell like trash. He's basically insulting what he perceives as your social status.
Are we in fucking middle school? What the?
Yes.
You'd be surprised with how many
Adulthood is
people
middle
don't.
school.
Yeah,
I'm not
a
trying
lot
to
of,
start a fight.
a lot of
Gearfried's
people
just
don't
gonna
graduate
walk.
the schoolyard.
Gearfried's just gonna go to the nearest general store and try to sell his the armor he just made.
Alrighty.
Wow, that was disappointing. That was very disappointing.
Look, he was being a dick. He didn't want the armor. He would have tried to lowball you.
Of course he was being a dick. That's his job. He's a shopkeeper.
Look, we're just gonna sell this to. I'm not looking for a lot of gold for this. I just want to make some money off of a mace. And now armor.
I don't
Gonna
understand
sell
the
the-
shame then. You
Gonna
made
sell
it
this.
sound like you were gonna try and do something useful.
I am ashamed that this is artificial. It's perfect. It's without imperfection, which, it's good, but it's not honest. It's a
Because
fabrication.
You put no effort in it. You didn't learn the spell that caused you to make this. You didn't spend time, effort, and blood, sweat, and tears learning how to
Real-
make this possible.
Real craftsmanship involves actual effort. The spell is effortless. It's just a spell.
So all the time it took you to get to gain the ability to learn to cast that spell, which I know for a fact you could not cast when we met. That counts for nothing. All that effort on your part, that was easy. That wasn't anything at all.
There's effort involved, but it's not the same.
Oh,
different.
You poor deluded child.
It's principle. It's Principal Chadsworth.
Yeah. Carry on. Don't. I'm sorry. I didn't understand what was going on. You are ashamed of yourself. But go on. Go sell your soul right there. Right
I
down
am.
the general store. Good. I look forward to watching this play out. This will make me sad. But anyhow,
Give-
I'll watch it anyway.
Gearfried will walk into the general store, just place the armor on the counter. I'd like to sell this.
Before you go into the general store, we're just going to jump over to the party with the Carpe Fatum. What are you guys doing?
Levin's looking for lodging. He's probably gonna remind me, which gate did we enter from? The one over near Beer Mile?
1 second. Let me just zoom out on my map a little bit. Alright, so you would have been coming in a bit from the gate near, Beer Mile.
Alright. Let's see how they said something decent. Levin's gonna start just asking around, like, "Hey, you know, um, pardon. I'm looking for available lodgings for 5 people in storage for this thing," and he points towards the Carpe Fatum. He doesn't know who's going to be answering, but he's basically just asking people that seem to be congregating in places.
Go ahead and give me a persuasion check.
As Saris has said, she does love me some persuasion. We're homeless.
Now, it just takes some time to eventually come across a nice individual who isn't just kind of like staring and walking away.
They're taking pity on me.
And it is a small family, a human, a half-elf, and a quarter-elf child. And they stop to provide you with directions. The man turns around. Oftentimes, some of the best areas are in Old Town. It's where many of the prime inns and establishments are. If not there, because there they do have the best accommodation, you may want to check out the Citadel. They are not as accommodating, though.
Thank you for your assistance. I guess I'll have to gather my traveling companions and go from there. And Levin's just gonna... he's a little bummed that it took this long to get any help. But he'll... Gearfried and Chadsworth informed him on their general location, right? Like they're going to a market of sorts?
I would imagine, yeah. I said it out loud.
Yeah. So, yeah, Levin will try to see if he could secure a storage for this thing first, because he ain't driving, and... Is Zarya with Levin at this point?
I believe Zarya is still with you, yes.
Yeah, I'm following. Zarya doesn't really have much to do right now.
Yeah, then you're driving, so... we can only really keep to main streets, otherwise we're being a problem. Well, let's try looking in Old Town for something at least.
Alright. I mean, wrong accent, damn it.
I know, we were getting thrown off by that.
Yeah,
The glory of Chad.
I'm also struggling because, like, as a Southern person,
Chad.
It's good. It's just it's not thin.
Honestly, surprised you didn't go with Chadfried.
That would have been too on the nose.
Yeah, sorry, we'll drive you around to where we can find an inn. Please, we need.
I've got that soundbite from the Jetsons playing where that's what their vehicles sound like as they travel.
Yep. As you take your time and you do get to the area for Old Town, you would notice that there is a rather large tavern that does have the equivalent of a parking lot. And outside you see a sign that says the Vortation.
The Vortation?
Vortation. Vortacian.
What's that supposed to be?
I guess we can ask inside.
Yeah, I guess. Do you think they have rooms?
well, if we plan on spending the night somewhere, we'd have to start asking, so. Yeah, let's do that.
All right. Then they clutch the car.
Oh, so we're gonna rely on me for negotiations. Alright.
Do you want me to negotiate?
Not now. I just said
We're
hey,
both-
asshole.
We're both unfortunate at it.
I mean, if you want, I can threaten them, but I don't know if we want to go that way.
No, thank you.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, -2 to charisma.
Levin's gonna go inside the establishment and just look to see if he can find somebody that seems to be taking care of finding lodgings and storage.
As you walk inside, you would see a female human maintaining the bar. As you approach, she's going to greet you with a smile. How are you dressed, Levin?
In his, well, to call it his Sunday best is, technically correct, because it's what he usually wears. He's got the, royal blue loose-fitting robes, his head wraps on. You would see the chain for his amulet, and that's really about it. Like, it's obvious he's got, like, armor underneath it all, but... Like, he looks like a traveler or an adventurer from, like, the, freaking... Brain's not braining.
Brain's not braining.
From yeah, like, from one of the desert regions.
Gotcha. As you approach, she'll wear a smile. And how can I help you?
Well, I'm hoping you can help me. Lodging is for 5 individuals and storage for a vehicle.
Alright, lodging. We've got a couple of rooms. How many rooms do you need?
At this point,
Levin's gonna put it in his head.
3 rooms.
Okay. That's going to be four gold per room. 3 rooms. It's going to be 12 gold per room per night. For the storage, we are going to have to charge you 1 gold piece storage, so that would be an extra gold piece per day.
Apologies, I'll amend that. Would I be able to get 5 single rooms?
5, so that would be, as said, 4 rooms, 4 gold per. That'd be 20 gold pieces, plus the 1, 21.
And what comes with... Is it just usage of the room for the evening, or are there any meals that are provided?
We provide dinner.
Well, that's better than any deal that I've gotten from the other place. Sure.
And Levin's gonna fish out 21 gold.
Alright.
Under 11.
And she is going to begin to give you your keys as she writes down your name. Now,
Alright,
for
Levin's
the car,
gonna...
just
What's
bring
up?
it over to the for the car. Just bring it over to the lot so that you can park it there. Though, do keep in mind that we are not responsible if something does happen. We do have security that does patrol multiple times throughout the night on several areas, and it is consistently vigilant, but we cannot make any foolproof promises.
I'll keep it in mind and inform the owner I'm just bringing it here. Thank you very much.
Thank you, and have a great day.
Levin will simply nod and go and handle things with Zarya and the vehicle. Afterwards, he'll try to find the other 2.
Alrighty, with that, we're going to jump over to Gearfried as he attempts to sell his armor. Gearfried, you walk into the shop and you see an individual who's standing behind a cabinet, or excuse me, a counter. He looks on the older side. And how can I help you?
Greetings. I'd like to try and sell this set of plate armor.
Very plain, unadorned, unfancy plate armor.
It's got a motif to it. It looks nice.
It's plain. It's the most.
It is an
boring
honest set of armor.
Yes, an honest set of armor.
To insult this really grinds my gears. And he's going to look up and he's going to say, not even a cackle. Oh, okay.
I get it. It's just I'm just. It's been a long drive. I'm in a mood. I apologize.
He's complicated. You gotta forgive him.
That's okay. Unfortunately, I don't always have enough to pay for what armor like this does entail. But I can easily go as far as 1,100 gold pieces.
That works for me.
Very nice. I do appreciate it.
Also, Gearfried's gonna pull out the golden feathers. How much you reckon you'd pay for these?
These are quite interesting. I've never seen anything like this.
Neither have I. Gives us a very pointed look at Gearfried.
I forgot to tell you. Yeah, I pulled these off of the big guy.
Yeah, no, it's fine. That's fine. Pocket that
what-
gold.
Genuinely, completely slipped my mind.
Big
Above
guy.
table, I absolutely forgot to tell you guys about it.
I know. Casper will still give you shit for it.
But with that, the old man is going to be looking at them. What do you mean, pulled them off of a big guy?
Oh, there was a big fella, and he had these, and now we have them.
You're going to notice that
Strapping
he
lad.
puts it down
Abs like a washboard.
and he slides it over the counter. No, I don't have any need to purchase those.
Oh.
All right. Gearfield, put those back. All right, then you said 1,100 for the armor, then.
Indeed. And he's going to go into the back and begin to pull out essentially a very, very small bag of holding equivalent. Basically, it's really just, it's not as large as a bag of holding. It's really just big enough to hold gold for easy transport.
All right.
And
And Gearfried's
holding.
Gearfried's
It's
going
ba-
to also ask. Out of curiosity, is there a magic purveyor around here?
There are tons of them here.
Anyone that specializes in tattoos?
There's one or two tattoo parlors around that might be able to suit you.
Any that you could recommend?
No, unfortunately not. I was never a tattoo person.
All right. Well, appreciate the information at the very least. Gearfried's going to gesture and thanks for the gold. Have a wonderful evening. I hope the armor sells well for you.
Appreciate it, young one. And you're going to hear a as he kind of lifts up the armor and begins to bring it into the back.
Gearfried's going to briskly walk past Saris and be like, all right, come on, let's go. More errands to run.
Yep, gotta loosen those bowels. Let's carry on.
And it's about
And-
here that we are going to pause for the night. Whew. Thank you all for tuning in. What?
I was just gonna say, I like Chatsworth.
Yeah, Chatsworth was fun. Thank you all for tuning in, and appreciate for anybody who was with us from the very beginning of the session for the patience
Technical
with the technical
difficulties.
difficulties, and I also want to thank the players for being very pliable with the technical difficulties, and we will be back next week for another session. Till then,
With
have a great
less
weekend.
technical difficulty.
I love
With
you.
Less technical difficulties.
Good night, all. All right.